Oh yes, welcome back to African Colonization TV. On today's video, we dive into the recognition of Biafran nation in Nigeria. So this video you are seeing, this man you are seeing here, his name is Dr. David Matsanga, the Pan-African leader, the leader of Pan-Africa. So he have come out to talk good and to talk about the freedom of Biafra, and he have sent a very serious message and a very serious sign to Donald Trump for them to fast and recognize sovereign state of Biafran. That time have come for Biafran to be recognized. So in this video, don't skip any part of it. Try to watch to the end, because this man really explained and really talked a lot of things about the Biafran nation and about how the nation has been under Nigerian suffering. So both the war, both how they have fought so many fights so that they will be free, but still they are still under the Nigerian government, and Nigerian government don't want to allow them to be free. And then he praised Donald Trump about the airstrike which he has been destroying the terrorists that is buying people all over Nigerian territory, and he has been praising Donald Trump. So don't skip any part of the video. Try to watch to the end so that you will understand everything happening in this video. As you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video, go around, let others see things happening in Nigeria.
So my people, this man don't come out to, yes, so because he's one of the executive of Pan-Africa, don't come out to call the attention of Donald Trump to Biafra to be recognized. My wonderful people, no be smart, you know. He started by praising Donald Trump for what he do in Nigeria, how he carry airstrike, go enter Nigeria, can't use and go by so many terrorists where they stop Nigeria, my people, where they cause insecurity. Thank him for being so considerate, for being so reasonable to fight the cause of the oppressed Christians in Nigeria. So after that, he tell him that, Oga, what did they do? They okay, but I want make you fast look into Biafra matter. He told him that inside this video, don't worry, you're going to watch everything and you hear everything from him. He told him that the only solution to what they go on in Nigeria is to what? To let Biafra to be recognized, allow Biafra to have their own freedom, and let other countries, most especially US, recognize Biafra. He told him, Chebi, you don't see how Israel and Prime Minister recognize Somaliland. That Biafra is the one right now where they in line for him to be recognized, and other country will follow suit. So my wonderful people, no be smart, you know. I'm going to be allowing very soon to watch and listen to everything where this about daddy talk here. He even mentioned the names of people where they sponsor terrorists in Nigeria. If you wanna hear name, my people. Hey, if you wanna hear name, this man said a whole lot of interesting facts concerning Biafra recognition, and it's not something that you, my fellow Biafrans, would love to miss, right? Oh yeah, find data wherever you could. Come closer, watch this video to the very end, because our freedom is at hand. Our freedom is at hand. No wonder our people they talk say delay is not denial. Remember that this Somaliland that just be recognized by Israel, that Biafra is other than them. We have declared Biafra before them, but it doesn't mean anything. Even in life, destiny differs, and I believe this is a time for us to shine. This is the time for Biafra to be recognized. Watch this video, my people, and don't forget, it's important you share this video. Let other Biafrans be aware of what is going on right now, that the push for Biafra to be recognized, the day on high speed right now. On high speed right now, the push for Biafra recognition. Even our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Orebeze, she have congratulated the people of Somaliland, and I know that she congratulated them because we are the next in line. Watch this video, share this video, like this video, spread it everywhere. Let other Biafrans be motivated. Let them be happy, because it's our turn.
The strike against Nigeria's terrorist state that has harbored terrorism, grown terrorism, become the hotbed of terrorism in West Africa. I want to thank President Trump for taking the initiative, the charisma, the impetus, the courage, the determination to start a journey to eliminate ISIS and other terror groups that have grown in Nigeria under the governments of Buhari and Tinubu. Mr. Buhari himself was a terrorist. Buhari himself had links with terrorism. The only problem that the West did not see is they did not listen to us, experts on African issues. I have said for the last 9 years, since Mr. Buhari came to power, that Mr. Buhari will make Nigeria and West Africa a bad place. Mr. Buhari, the late, looked at terrorism, abduction, killings, human rights against Christians, allowed the formation of jihadists that roamed across Nigeria freely with their cattle, with everything, with arms, with swords, to destroy, to kill anybody who never believed in their religion. It is also a fact that I am speaking with authority, that I have been in the forefront since 2016, telling the world that human rights records against the people of Southeast and the South has been going on. Abuses by both the Nigerian and the terrorist army, the Nigerian security forces. Some of them have connived with the armed forces, with the terrorists, the cells of ISIS, Boko Haram, all the types, Maghreb, Al Qaeda, that have now regrouped in northeast, northwest of all the whole of north of Nigeria, in Matiguri area, in Bom area, in all those places, coming down, infiltrating, looking for Christians, destroying, killing everybody. Moderates that never believed in their policy were killed. Mr. Trump, thank you. You have given, I did not eat much during Christmas because I was struggling working for Africa. I was struggling speaking for Africa. I was struggling making sure I've traversed the universe looking for how I can resolve the issue of Nigeria. Nigeria is 250 million people, but to use this country, a center, a hotbed of terrorism, a hotbed of corruption, a hotbed of human rights abuses, killings, kidnapping of young girls, taken out of their schools all the time by terrorists whom the government at times knows. The vice president of Nigeria himself has acknowledged on several occasions that he knows where these terrorists are. Mr. Trump, don't hesitate to take these tomahawks closer to some of these people. Maybe some of the terrorists are hidden in government offices. Don't hesitate to smoke them out. Because this is what we have been saying all along. African Union, they have placed there a mole called Miss Ambassador Bankole, whom I want to call out, and I want to tell African heads of state to check on African Union Peace, Security, and Political Affairs Department. Mr. Bankole is very corrupt. Mr. Bankole has wiped out every human rights record in Nigeria, in AU. You can't find it. You can't find it. They speak the truth. Does not make speeches. I'm not PLO and others who make speeches. I speak with facts. Where is the record of Nigeria's human rights abuses in African Union file? Show me. Where are the records of Nigeria's human rights record? Where are the records of Southern Cameroon? The English-speaking nation. The King of England is speaking to us as Commonwealth. But the people who speak English, their crime is only speaking English, are being murdered in numbers, big numbers in southern Cameroon. The African Union man, that same guy, has visited Bolivia only several times, has visited Buhari. Buhari appointed him to reinforce the appointment. Another lady in the United Nations called Amina Mohammed. Useless people. They don't tell the truth about Nigeria. I'm not a Nigeria, but I tell the truth. I have followed the pattern of terrorism in that area. It is the hotbed. If you dismantle the South, the whole of West Africa, enclave, President Trump will be peaceful. Dismantle Nigeria's cells and dismantle this nation that does not like the people of the South, that does not like the entire region. That's why you see jihadists, flying jihadists armed to come down in plateau regions, the middle belt. Those who were not affected before are being affected. The states that are being attacked today are the same states that were safe a few years ago. So you can see terrorism moving down while already in the Biafran enclave, which Biafra, mostly 90% of the people there are Christians. The conflict has never ended. It killed over 80 million people in 1967. Trump sought this country, rearranged this country for us. We rearranged Sudan from north, the Arab north, and the black south. Why can't we rearrange Nigeria? We rearranged Yugoslavia. Why can't we rearrange Nigeria? We can do better with resources that you look for. They are in the south. They are in Biafra, where millions and millions, over 80 million Biafrans being killed every day. Southeastern, in the river states, everybody, not only Biafrans, everybody there is suffering. Pollution, oil pollution. Companies are taking oil at the expense of human beings in climate change. Let's be honest. Total Oil and Shell BP, you are doing a bad job. You don't care about human rights. People live on water. People live on water. Their houses on what? They use boats to go into their houses. What state is this? Today marks the beginning. And I want to ask the American administration not to relent. Don't relent. Please, Trump, I beg you. My friends there, thank you very much, my friends, for listening to me. I don't want to mention you here, but you know yourselves. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm taking my message. I am not a Nigerian. I'm an independent African analyst, a strategist, and I've studied security. To the last iota, I've studied political science. Anything that you ask in Africa, I will tell you. The hotbed of terrorism in West Africa. That's why you see all the states, this whole Boko Haram, this ISIS, this Al-Qaeda, all the states in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Niger, in Ghana, in Ivory Coast, all these states are being affected, up to the Maghreb of Libya. Mr. Trump, that corridor needs to be sorted out, up to the terrorists who are attacking Mali. Why are these governments fighting? Why are there military coups? Everybody is worried about ISIS, which is spreading, which comes from Nigeria. Therefore, I call upon, what is wrong with France? What is wrong with this young man in France called Macron? Young man, 46, I don't know whether 46. What are you doing to us? You come to go in bed with a country where human rights are being abused. You think Africans are stupid, Mr. Macron? You think we are stupid? We are going to begin reparation in law, in your own courts. We wanted the courts to make decisions. And I want to thank Algeria for taking a stand. I want all West African states and French-speaking countries to now seek reparation for your continued milking, siphoning, exploitation of the states. Let's see where you will remain. We want that money you have taken from us. And we're not going to keep quiet. Thank you, Algeria. Thank you, the spirit of Benebera. Thank you, the spirit of Benebera again. Thank you, the spirit of Benebera. He is gone, but you have done a good thing. I want West African states that have been butchered, exploited, molested by this small Macron in France, who's lying in bed with a terrorist state called Nigeria, using airplanes around here to survey even the soldiers who are trying to fight terrorism. Burkina Faso is fighting terrorism. Niger is fighting terrorism. Mali is fighting terrorism. These are fighting for their lives. And the you people come to go and say, we want to overthrow, we want to do a counter coup, we know you, France, we monitor you. We want to thank our network in Paris. Continue giving us what we want. We have struggled together along with you since the days of ICC. You won't defeat us. The days of International Criminal Court. You helped us. Especially I was helped for me to know the dangers of ICC, International Criminal Court. That's why you see most of the African cases collapsed, because France is the one that funds. France comes and harasses you, then it goes to the chief prosecutor Ocampo and tells him, indict Uhuru Kenyatta, indict William Ruto, indict Babuko, indict Pierre Bemba, indict Gaddafi's son, indict Central African Republic, indict. This is France. This is France. So I want to thank them. I want to thank USA. So therefore, you have taken a decision. Look at who has destroyed Libya? France. 2 days ago, I was being interviewed by one of the most powerful. It is hot down there in this capital city, Dar es Salaam, where we are. Ladies and gentlemen, it is hot now, and very good news. That I was being interviewed by one of the most powerful stations in the world, the Indian First Post, you know it. And they asked me about Libya. Who has destroyed Libya? France. France has given arms to General Khalifa Haftar. And now France has joined hands with Pakistan, which is another element of doubt. And they are trying to make sure that Libya does not unite. Ladies and gentlemen, as Africans, my message on this Boxing Day, I don't celebrate those days. I celebrate working for Africa. I want to ask President Trump, we thank you. I thank you on this one. I disagree with you on a number of things, Your Excellency, which is normal. I disagree with you on the policy towards South Africa, for example, because there you are telling lies. You have been told lies. South Africa, there is nobody being killed. No white person is being killed. That's a lie. And on several other things, on DRC Congo, Mr. President, I again disagree with you. Until you listen to me, Your Excellency, listen. I've written a piece which I've sent to your chief of staff. She knows my writings have never betrayed anybody. Take it on me, on DRC Congo. Don't rely on Tshisekedi. He's a liar. The biggest problem of that Congo is today is the same problem that Nigeria faces. Rearrange Congo also. For you to get permanent peace so that Uganda can sleep permanently, peacefully. Rwanda can sleep permanently, peacefully. Congo can sleep permanently, peacefully. Rearrange Congo. Yeah? So that you can even continue taking your lithium, coltan. President Trump, listen to me, please. Some of your ideas are not good. Some are bad. For example, signing an agreement between you and the Congo is rubbish because the Congolese, these guys in the East, I don't know whether your advisors give you advice. These guys on the East have taken the territory. They will not give up on territory. Mr. Tshisekedi cannot come to Ngoma and take a toilet, a short call in a toilet. Still, Your Excellency, President Trump, listen to us. African experts, ask us, Africans who have studied this subject. Forget about your analysis of people you send. Ask us who know where the River Nile is, River Congo is, River Zambezi is, River this, Niger River. You can ask me when I'm going to the grave. I'll explain to you the source of the River Nile. I'll explain to you where the Upper Volta Dam is. If you ask any of the Americans without the Google, where Upper Volta Dam is, they will Google first. But if they are on an interview with Matsanga, I will tell you where it is. The Inga Dam, which you want to build in Congo, you don't know where Inga is. So, Your Excellency, thank you. Thank you on this one. On Nigeria, thank you. And they continue sending more tomahawks on these ISIS. They have stolen our children. First, and tell them to surrender the children. They should not use our children, our girls that were taken as shields. Surrender them, chase them, hit them, because the imagery is great. Anybody with a satellite system like mine, we can pick up the imageries. Your Excellency, you've done a great job. You don't know how grateful the people of Nigeria, the people of Biafra, the people in this belt, in the plateau, the people down in Lagos. You know, Tinubu is very careful. He has transferred all the command centers down into Lagos because he doesn't trust these same people. Yes. And Tinubu is happy that you are hitting them. How do you have a vice president who says he knows where the terrorists are? And he doesn't. You incorporate the terrorists in without educating them back to your national army, national police, and give them arms to go and do what? To kidnap. How can a Nigerian army, with all the resources that they have been given, fail to trace a truck full of children, 250, 300, 400 abducted? No. Your Excellency, thank you. Viewers, this is after Christmas. I don't celebrate Christmas. I only celebrate fasts. I did not go to engage in Christmas celebrations. I did research. I ate very little, fasted, more or less, yesterday. No celebrations.
This is very powerful. No celebration of Christmas or New Year due to the pain of Africa, due to what is happening in Africa, and due to the suffering of the African people, mostly what is going on in Nigeria and in Congo. But then the way Dr. Matsanga is calling on Donald Trump to rearrange the country of Africa, the continent of Africa, the countries that is in Africa, it is baffling. And many things is going on. It is very, very nice that this call is coming now. And the way people, these ISIS, these terrorists, Boko Haram bandits and everything that is taking over all the old places, mostly in Nigeria, Niger, Mali, and the rest of them. But the worst part of it is in Nigeria. So those terrorists, the way they have taken over every territory and everywhere, it is so shocking. It is very nice the way is now drawing the attention of Donald Trump for them to recognize Biafra, for them to recognize the sovereign state of Biafra. It is time, because those people, they have fought so many wars and they have been putting into marginalization, into subjugation, and into so many things that is not okay in anybody, both in government, social, and in economical. So nobody is expecting any of them to be part of the government, which is very, very bad. So it will be very good if the American government come into what is happening and what is going on between the Nigerian government and between the Biafran people, because what's led Matsanga Kanu to still be in detention to date and to be still in prison because of his calling for the freedom of his people, meaning that nothing like freedom in Nigeria and nothing like self-determination in Nigeria is very, very shocking. So my people, I would like to hear your comment down below, like, subscribe, and make sure you share the video to go and let others see things happening and things going on in Nigeria. Say thank you for watching.